As a parent of 3 adult children, I know how hard it can be to have a salty, intense, aggressive 19-year-old around your home. Unless, of course, it's a Scotch. Let's do this. Welcome to Whisky Riffs. I'm Kevin, and today I have a whiskey that I've been thinking about buying for, I don't know, two years at least. And every time I look at it, it's like, it's either hard to get or it's priced a little high for the budget at the time. But I finally went ahead and bought it, and I'm excited to open it right here in front of you. It's the Ardbeg Traigh Bhan. Now, the Traigh Bhan's a 19-year-old Scotch. It is one of their annual releases. It's not one of the core Ardbegs. The bottle I have is batch 2. This bottling is their second edition of the Traigh Bhan, and they just came out with the third edition of it, the third batch of it, this year. And of course, batch 1 was 2 years ago. And as you can see, I have not opened it yet. I'm going to open it with you. I'm going to taste it for the first time on camera. So the Traigh Bhan is a beach that is down from the Ardbeg distillery to Port Ellen. You keep going, and it's a rocky coast, but there is a little bit of sand there, and they're calling it the heavenly vista of Traigh Bhan. This captivating beach has soft white sands that sing beneath your feet and a spellbinding hum that ebbs and flows with the winds and the tides. The locals also recommend against swimming in this beach because below that calm water are volcanic rocks that have pretty sharp edges and might not end well for you. As with everything on Islay, there are some beautiful scenery and some beautiful things, but the climate and the rocks and the terrain can really be challenging and really shows how much the locals are a tough breed of people that are dedicated to bringing things like Islay whiskey to us. And I love that Ardbeg names their different expressions after local natural features of the Islay area. So if we look at the label on this and decode it, this tells you a little bit about what's going on with this bottling. You'll see it starts out with TB, which is for Traigh Bhan, obviously not English, that's Gaelic. 02 is the batch number, and 180900 is the year that this was distilled. And JT are the initials of the distillery member that helped create the bottling for that year. So for this one, it was Distillery Visitor Center Manager Jackie Thompson. This is non-chill filtered. It's 46.2% ABV, which is a nice balance for an Islay whiskey. I always appreciate when they can hit 46 or above. That also means that they really don't have to chill filter a whiskey like this. This whiskey is matured in American oak and Oloroso sherry casks. So even though this is an annual release, they do try to keep some bottles around so they can trickle them out over the years. It's not just that one shot and you're done, which is the reason I was able to get this particular bottle. It came out of Flavor's vault, and I saw it, got a little bit of a discount on it, and was thrilled to actually be able to grab the bottle. Pricing of this bottle is not cheap. It's about $270 to $350, depending on where you're getting it, if you can get it. On the Ardbeg website, you can get it directly from them for 210 pounds right now. But being over here in the States, it makes no sense for me to order from their website unless I was really desperate, because I'm going to pay for the exchange rate on the pounds to dollars, plus any shipping coming over from Ardbeg. So whenever I can, I try to buy these things local, or at least online that I know I can ship right to me. This came a few days ago, and I've been waiting to dig into this on camera with you, so let's go ahead and grab this glass and see what it has to offer. You know, right when I poured it, I could tell right away there's an Ardbeg. There was that campfire smoke. There was that briny nose to it right off the bat, just when I was pouring it in the glass. And as I get down into the glass with my nose, there is that same sweetness, along with the campfire, along with the smoke and the brine. It really is nice, though, that that there's that sweet edge to it. It's not so much a vanilla as it is a like a subtle flavoring, like a French cream maybe. I'm not getting the normal bacon or ham notes to it, that smoked meat. I'm getting more of like tea and maybe bay leaves. And that brininess is really strong. The alcohol level isn't too high, so you're not getting that hit on your nose like you would with a cast strength whiskey. But the seashore is big in this. That's one of the reasons why I love Islay whiskeys, but Ardbeg in particular, because I always feel like I am sipping near a briny seashore. Speaking of sipping, let's see what's on that taste. Definitely an Ardbeg. You get that smoky, peaty taste. You get that campfire taste. Get the salty, briny notes in there. Sweetness isn't as intense as it is on the nose. So it's more of the spiciness. I'm definitely getting more wood notes on the taste. There's kind of a leather smell. After I tasted it, I kind of get that on the nose again. I love the balance of this whiskey. I feel like some of the Ardbegs can be really sharp and bitey, and like the Ardbeg 10 is going to be much more simple than this. This is giving you that Oloroso sherry sweetness to it, along with the lovely coastal notes that you get from Islay. Finish is really nice and long. You get that spice on the finish. There's a little bit of sweetness there, but then I'm getting kind of even a cinnamon on the very tail end of that. So how does this compare to one of my favorite sherried Ardbeg whiskeys, the Uigeadail? Well, this is actually more sophisticated. I feel like the Uigeadail sometimes is a little too sherried when you're trying to just have an Islay whiskey, and this seems to balance it out better. I feel like it's less sweetness, but just the right amount to cut that edge off of any kind of medicinalness you might get out of it, or any kind of too intense smoky, peaty flavor profile. I really, really like this whiskey. I'm so glad I spent the money on it. And if you're liking this video, do me a favor, please. Give me a like below. It really helps spread this video around YouTube. Thanks. Yeah, I am not sad at all that I spent $300 some on this bottle of whiskey. I know it can't be the everyday whiskey for most of us, but if you like Ardbeg and you can get your hands on this, I think it's a worthwhile tasting experience. And if you feel like spending the money, getting a bottle, and you're an Ardbeg fan, I don't think you'd be disappointed at all. I'm very impressed with it. I love the color, I love the nose, I love the flavor. I'm just very happy with this bottle of whiskey. I am going to be sad when it goes away, so I'm probably going to nurse this one and keep it around as long as I can. And, you know, I may be looking at the batch 1 and batch 3, maybe? I don't know. Jeez. Hey, let me know in the comments if you've had this whiskey, the Traigh Bhan, and what batch you've had, and let me know if you think I should just spend my money on batch 1 and batch 3, and if you have any opinions on those, I'd love to hear that in the comments too. Thanks. And thanks also for watching this video. I hope it's been entertaining. I hope you're getting some good information out of it. I hope you're enjoying the whiskeys that I'm reviewing. Let me know in the comments if there's whiskeys I haven't reviewed that you'd like me to review. And until the next video, take care of yourself. Take care of those people around you. Until next time, cheers.